Derby County have reportedly met the evaluation of Blackburn Rovers right back Callum Brittain in a deal worth up to £3 million, including add-ons. It's reported that that deal has been agreed with Blackburn Rovers and Callum Brittain may be heading to Pride Park Stadium. Now, it is expected, according to that of Graham Bailey and EFL Analysis, that Middlesbrough will match the offer that Derby County have made, and it will go into a deal regarding personal terms. Now, we spoke about Callum Brittain time and time again on this channel. He is currently away with Blackburn Rovers in Spain on their pre-season tour, but there is a possibility he could come and join Derby County. Blackburn manager Valérien Ismaël made it clear that he didn't have a problem with Callum Brittain staying at the club and moving on for free at the end of the season, but it looks as if that will not be happening, and he will be joining up with potentially former Blackburn Rovers manager, John Eustace, and this could be a huge deal for Derby County. Shall we talk about it a little bit more? Now, obviously, if you have not done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. Let's get into it. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description, which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question, and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets. Now, obviously, it's really interesting looking at this deal, and I think this links in to the discussion that I had a few days ago in regards to that of investment. Now, I said that it would not surprise me if Derby County have potentially got investment already behind the scenes. They're just keeping it on a low profile during the transfer window so that fees don't become extortionate. Now, there is nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, and that is exactly what Derby County should be doing. Now, I did speak about Callum Brittain just a few days ago, where I discussed that he was joining up with Blackburn Rovers for their pre-season tour after playing, I think he played in their previous friendly, which I think was against Accrington Stanley. But it's going to be one of those things where, in fact, no, he didn't play against Accrington Stanley. He refused to play against Accrington Stanley. Let me just get my facts and figures correct. And then it was obviously Middlesbrough who put a bid forward. Derby County had reportedly put one in before, but it didn't reach their evaluation. And now it is becoming clear that Derby County are well in the hunt for Callum Brittain. Obviously, £3 million, including add-ons, is the deal that has reportedly been agreed with Derby County, and it's one which is very, very interesting. Now, obviously, Middlesbrough are expected to come in and match the bid, but it'll be the 4th ex-Blackburn Rovers players that will join up with John Eustace. Obviously, Danny Bart, Andy Vyman, and Owen Beck is set to join over the course of this week. But what is going to happen next? Now, Blackburn Rovers are already targeting their replacement, and they want to bring in Luton Town's Isaiah Jones. But is that the right move? Are Derby County making the right move to bring in Callum Brittain? Now, obviously, everyone will have their own opinion on this, and I personally believe that it certainly is the right one, because you look at our right back position, you look at Kane Wilson, you look at Ryan Yamby, you look at Joe Ward. They've all spent the last few seasons within injury trouble, really. Joe Ward, I think, played 2 or 3 games properly last year. Kane Wilson was up and down with injury. Ryan Yamby missed large parts of the season with injury, whereas you look at someone like Callum Brittain, 35 games last season, 46, 47 the year before. You then go the year before that, 20 odd games for Blackburn. The season before that, 38, 39 for Barnsley. And I think it's a very, very interesting move by Derby County. If we look at the injury history of Callum Brittain, over the course of the last 5 years, he's had 3 injuries, missing a total of about 100 days, missing about 9 games in total, which for me is brilliant. It's what Derby County need. It's taking away that risk factor of that right back position, in my opinion. And I do believe that Callum Brittain is one of the better right backs in this division. Don't get me wrong. I think Kane Wilson is excellent. I think Ryan Niambi is brilliant as well. I think Joe Ward has his qualities, although I don't believe he's a right back. And you've also got to look at the possibility of Isaac Gordon. He's impressed massively during pre-season, and we've got a pre-season game later on today versus Warsaw. Now, I'm just holding on across the course of social media at the moment. Maybe a potential update will come from one of Derby County's sources as well. But for me, it's a very, very good move for Derby to bring in a player of the quality of Callum Brittain. Now, obviously, it isn't all said and done. There's still a lot of work still left to be done in order to get this deal done. You obviously look at the deal with Middlesbrough, where it obviously looked as if that was pretty close to being done just a few days ago, and then obviously the deal sort of fell through and he ended up going on that pre-season tour. You look at, obviously, if I just flip on over back to the injuries and you look at Kane Wilson, over the course of last season alone, he missed more games than Brittain has missed in the last 5 years. And that is sort of where the disappointing factor is. Over the course of the last 2 seasons, he's missed about 15, 16 games. And obviously for Derby, that's really disappointing. And that's why, for me, you need to bring in players who you can rely on and who can fit the mould of that right back position, left back position. Now, obviously, Brittain won't be playing right back and left back. We know that. Obviously, we're bringing in Owen Beck to play in that right back, that left back position. Sorry. So it's one of those for me where we're making some really, really good calls in terms of signings. And I think when we talk about the fee involved, £3 million plus some add-ons, I think that's a really good fee. And I think it shows that Derby County have got some money in the building. You look at a fee for Carlton Morris, a fee for Patrick Agyemang, and now a fee for Callum Brittain. And Derby County is certainly moving in the right direction for me. Now, there's still a lot of work to do. Obviously, those midfield positions are positions which I'm very keen to discuss and think about. I spoke earlier today about Ewood Adams and him potentially moving on. I've got a video dropping tomorrow about Harrison Armstrong and him being linked back to the club. But I think you get your foundations right, you get your defensive structure right, and then you can move on to the forward line. Once you've got like your back four and your keeper set up, then you can sort out your strikers and your wingers, then you can sort out your midfielders. And I think we're in a really good place at the moment, and I think Derby County are moving in the right direction. Now, you can obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you have not done so already. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell, because Callum Brittain could be heading to Pride Park Stadium. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description, which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question, and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets.